So, Dave, thank you for letting me come in and meet with you and your business.
No problem.
Just to set the scene, Dave was a visitor to the Southern Manufacturing Show a couple of years back now.
Yeah.
And we bumped into each other and started chatting about your business. So, just for the audience, can you firstly let us know who you are and who your colleague is, and the business that you run and own and work for?
Sure. So my name's David Tucker. Work for a company called BW Broadcast Ltd. This is my colleague Jamie Tucker, who also happens to be my son. He's sales director. I'm the managing director for BW Broadcast.
And in summary, what does BW do?
So BW Broadcast, they design, manufacture FM radio transmitters and audio processors, audio levelers, which is all designed for radio studios around the world to help them put their music and whatever they appear to do over the airwaves to countless people. So
it's the broadcast market that you're specifically in.
It is.
And how many years you've been trading?
So, company's been established around 30 years.
Okay.
In that time, it's had its trials and tribulations, but a lot of companies also have had that sort of problems.
Okay. And when we met, you explained to me that you were attending that show and various other shows because you were trying to source suppliers in the UK that could primarily help you with manufacturing parts of your assembly product. Yeah. What sort of elements were you needing?
At the time we were specifically looking for metalwork producers and PCB manufacturers. Whilst we design the PCBs, they go out to manufacture first, then to assemble here. We'd experienced some problems with manufacturing that had been abroad,
right?
With failure rates quite high. So we wanted to bring that back to the UK so that any issues, it would be easy for us to go and take a trip down to these people to cure any of those problems.
Okay, well, I mean, on behalf of the industry, that's great to hear because you're doing a term that we use is onshoring.
Yeah.
And over the many years, there's been a lot of offshoring, where goods are produced in different parts of the world, and then you've got the logistics of quality and then transport. So it's nice to see a business actually onshoring, because as we all know in manufacturing, that means work for someone in our sector. So that's brilliant news altogether.
And I think as well with our equipment, it needs to be robust as well, so the quality done even to the component level is really important.
Well, I'm making a presumption that in your client base, there is no room for manoeuvre on quality.
Exactly. Yeah, it's non-negotiable.
Right. Yeah. No, definitely, and it helps us. It helps us with the product. It makes it easier for us to manage.
Yeah.
It makes it easier for us
more control
to have. Exactly, more control.
Okay.
Over what we want and the quality we want to give to our customers.
And although it's a couple of years back now, I've still seen you walking around that same show and other shows. So I'm presuming that your needs are constantly changing and you're finding solutions from manufacturers that can offer those services.
Yeah. So designs change, the production process changes. So we always attend those shows because we want to just see what's abreast of people's ideas, and if that can help us, then all well and good. but primarily it's to do with what quality is out there and what we can do to add quality to our product.
Okay, so it's an ongoing journey to find the right supply chain. But I mean, I've walked around your company and taken some stills and video clips. It's staggering the amount of components that go into each of your, I call them boxes, so please educate me how you'd refer to them, to your receivers and
into our transmitters
and to your transmitters.
Our processors.
But is there a number in how many items go into?
I said to Jazz I got lost in the stockroom yesterday for about an hour trying to find something.
There are hundreds and hundreds of components and parts that go into building our equipment.
Right.
We obviously have to source all those parts.
Yep.
Those parts are then either free issued to a manufacturer, which means we send them the parts to help them build the boards that we want, or the manufacturer will supply those parts. But obviously it's an ongoing thing for our buyer, lady downstairs, who does that tirelessly in the background.
Yeah.
And all I have to do is pay for it.
I mean, the parts are intricate, to say the least. You know, I can see, bending process on micro parts. I can see etching. I can see where you've had to, for quality standards, ID these parts. So I mean, that's not an envious task to try and find a supply chain that maybe was overseas earlier that you're now trying to pull back towards the UK.
Yes, where we can again. I would say most of our suppliers are UK or UK based, and those parts are integral to the unit and the company. Get those in, and as you say, some of the parts are surface mount, especially. You have to use tweezers and microscopes to use them and to place them.
Yeah. So supply chain changing, always looking for partners.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, obviously, where we fit in is that our audience are users of sheet metal equipment. So they're primarily involved in laser, bending, shaping, pressing. All different areas, but the technology constantly is changing and evolving. So being in front of these subcontractors and their services is absolutely critical. So no doubt after this there'll be people making a beeline to your website to learn a little bit more about yourselves. Just for the camera, what is your website address, please?
BWBroadcast.com.
BWBroadcast.com. Okay, so that's perfect. And Jamie, tell me a little bit about sales. These units, you've got a reputation of 30 years, you're market leaders in your field, but what sort of environments are they used in? I know you say radio, but is it purely the radio broadcast industry, or is it used in other areas?
Yeah, I think a real range, to be honest. It can be community radio up to national radio to people that are just interested in broadcasting in general. We've done government contracts, military contracts. They're kind of used all over.
What do you mean when you say military? I mean, can you talk about?
I don't know how much we can.
Okay,
There's
all right,
bits
that's fine.
The equipment, obviously, like we said before, has to be completely robust.
Yeah.
So, they're used in extreme environments, from extreme hots to extreme colds, and then they're obviously then kind of more suitable for military conditions as well. We used to put them in shockproof boxes and stuff, so they're, risks, avoids risk of it being damaged. Right,
okay. I mean, of course, if you're out in the field in a military conflict, you can't have equipment failing.
Can't risk it, But I think that's something that we pride ourselves on, is the reliability of the products. People coming back saying, I think we had someone on social media the other day sent us a photo of serial number 1, which is still running and had been running for over 20 years.
Right,
so that's one of the original transmitters. It's still going to this day.
And do you still have parts for these these transmitters, or
Yeah,
you
well,
remanufacture them, or
most of them, yeah.
or do they all last for 20, 30 years? And
yeah, well, we don't want to put ourselves out of a sale. But yeah, they're built to last.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've got legacy products that we still have. Some parts are obsolete now, but if we can't find it, we'll try and repair it. That's obviously one of our services as well, that comes with 5-year warranty as standard now, and we'll repair any unit try and repair any unit that comes back to us.
And where we have had an issue with obsolescence within a part, we've got senior engineers and design engineers downstairs who have done workarounds to keep these the longevity of our equipment going. So one of the things was a power supply that we're no longer able to get. So our engineers downstairs did a workaround,
Right.
using a different power supply and the control that goes with that, with the unit. They were able to do a replacement power supply for that unit. So again, increasing the longevity of the unit.
Again, what engineers are good at.
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. And I mean, that's a really good insight. I've only got a couple more questions, which is to try and understand what the future looks like for a business like yourselves. When we first met, you recall, I remember saying, "Oh, radio, isn't that a dying art form?" But now I've been in your business, you're a global business, and it's not an art form because it connects certain parts of industries, whether it be on social radio, whether it be telecommunications for the military or whatever. It's an integral part.
Yeah.
How do you see that evolving?
There's still an immense amount of people using FM radio. There's an app we particularly use to take a look at what FM is doing in the world. And in London alone, there's over 390 community or commercial radio stations. That's in London alone. And if on this app, if you have a look at it, it's globally there's so many radio stations. And as Jamie said, community radio stations. We do also stadiums.
Right.
In America, there's still, believe it or not, there's still drive-in movies, and we get lots of people asking for our low wattage transmitters to run things like that. We also did Paris Olympics last year. We did the opening and closing ceremonies for that. So our equipment was used in there. So
very diverse.
Yeah.
It sounds niche, the business, but it's really not when you actually realise how much radio is still used.
It's still used. They're also used in other venues for translation.
Right.
So we have a couple of companies, Dubai and the UAE, that use them for translation purposes.
Right. Okay. And again, looking around at your engineering workshop, we came across what would be a challenge. You're not needing thousands upon thousands of items. You're talking around 1,000 per year to construct.
Yeah.
So what sort of challenges have you had in finding supply chain that is going to work to a small production volume?
Yeah. Again, going to shows like Southern helps us immensely because there are companies who want the 500s, thousands before their manufacture. So there are still companies out there that will do low volume parts ordering, which helps us out. And if not, we can we buy and we stagger delivery, which helps us as well. As you say, because we're so niche, we have to make sure we get the right parts, and the quality of the parts is good for us. And again, that's why we've brought it all back into the UK, because as far as we're concerned, if there are any issues, then we can either just jump in a car or that, or we're able to go and visit these people and sort out any issues.
Okay. And how do you just distribute worldwide? Do you have partnerships or direct or,
so we
or
have
both?
dealers all over the world.
Yeah, we
globally.
operate in over 100 countries, I think.
Yeah.
Got a dealer network of over 30 dealers in different countries, which is growing monthly at the moment.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
there's a lot of interest.
And I did hear you right. You're in 100 countries selling
I
products.
think our BW products are in 100. Yeah, are in 100
Yeah.
countries. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Thank you for letting us in through your doors. I know that some of the information is sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
but I think why I wanted to come and meet with yourselves was, as a UK manufacturer of your components, you're critical to our industry.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly from the metals, and that's evolving. But it's companies like yourselves that are the SMEs that people don't talk about.
Okay.
So it's important that we profile the sort of work that you do, because there'll be lots of other industries that equally has needs and services of our client sector.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, thank you very much for letting me in.
No, thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you in another aisle in another show, sourcing more product and parting with your hard-earned money.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.